back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to talk about No Escape, available on Hulu. Now, as you can see from my intro, I'm a little speechless. I have no words, and it's really rare that anything in a movie leaves me speechless, especially in a horror movie. Before we get into why, I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to give you guys a moment to do that, and then we're going to come back and discuss all things. Now that you guys have hopefully subscribed to see more of me, let's get into this movie. Now, No Escape was on Hulu. It's not anything that I plan to review because I did watch the trailer and said to myself, this looks like your typical Hostel torture porn with some escape room thrown in for good measure. And I do see that the director, producers, some people who worked on Escape Room also worked on this film. Now, I totally prejudged this movie, and boy, was I wrong. Now, we start off this movie by following our everyday vlogger with a YouTube-like channel. And it's very contemporary. It really feels like now, because it's not really much going on today. That we are in a generation of, if it's not on camera, if there wasn't a picture of it, it didn't happen. This vlogger, he has, a channel, and he's, celebrating 10-year anniversary. And his channel consists of, it's for shock value. Like, oh, I can't believe he did that. He's always trying to run one up and do, the most shocking things, the most, scary things that your typical person wouldn't do. And, he has his following through that. Now, we go on this adventure with him to Moscow, Russia. And we see him and his friends, and we, myself placing judgment. Oh, we got 2 black friends, 1 gay friend, 1, friend, and a girlfriend. Oh, okay. Got our 2, our black friends, our sacrifices. Oh, honey, I was judging. I was so judging, but I was watching and I was intrigued. For the most part, I do like that this movie set up, so much emphasis on the internet and vloggers and YouTubers and things of that sort, because we are in the age of social media, and it shows you just how far someone is willing to go to get a like or get a post or, get a following. Now, instantly when it starts, my antennas are going off. I am like, why are people in movies always trying to go somewhere where the toilets swirl the other way and you don't speak their language? All the Russian talk and all of the, you're instantly going into panic mode because you've watched the trailer and we've seen, Hostel 2, Saw, and you know that this is an unsafe situation. So you're watching this movie in anticipation of the kidnap, the torture. When is the other shoe going to drop? And for the most part, the movie looks really good. Watching the trailer, I wasn't sure because things, they look a little low budget, but the movie looked really good. The cinematography was, shot well. I really did feel like we were in, a foreign place. If it wasn't actually Russia, don't know. But watching the movie, things seem a bit off. And you don't know why right away, but you know that there is an uncomfortable amount of tension due to, them going to participate in this escape room activity with a complete stranger. All we know is that he's rich and he's loaded and he has, all these lavish things and girlfriends, and we're in the nightclub and we're having a good time, up until the girlfriend starts to kind of taken away, almost snatched, and you're like, oh, getting hostile flashbacks. They trying to take her, they trying to torture her. right away, pack your stuff and go. You're yelling at the screen. But no, at this point, we just really don't know what's going on. But we know as an audience that we do not trust the rich Moscow young man. But yet again, we get into more movie tension. You know, we see the driver who looks a bit disheveled and unsure, like, and we see, you know, people that are surrounding them in the club, in the bars, in the restaurants, and it seems like everyone is in on something that the group doesn't know. And it's, you know, it's whispers, it's phone calls, it's just a lot of, you know, talking like, oh, danger, run, 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 and you're just waiting for the shablam to happen. The movie does a really good job of setting an atmosphere, not only with the actors, but with the surroundings, and making you pay attention to key things to make you feel a certain way about things that are happening in the movie when they're actually happening for a whole separate reason. Now, once we get to the actual escape room, you know, after the girlfriend has made it very clear that she feels like her boyfriend is so much involved with, you know, shocking and channel and views and likes that we can't even, you know, have a regular date. I was almost snatched, and you worried about, you know, did anybody get that for streams? You know, it's a problem. Every 5 minutes he's, hello, ERL. I was like, TRL? Live with Carson Daly? Oh, no, he said ERL. Oh, I thought it said old. But, you know, it's not that. And once we actually get to the escape room, this is when things take a whole nother turn, but you don't really know. You know why, but you think that this is as far as it goes at this point. Now we get to the escape room, and it's like really laughable at this point. It's scary, but it's laughable because you see things happening and his friends be put into 4 separate torture devices. And the rich guy has made it very clear that, you know, don't panic. Whatever happens, just know that you're not really in danger. But we see him, you know, frantically move around and, oh, I'm coming. And the friend is being stretched. One friend is being electrocuted. One friend is in a mommy-like tomb about to be, you know, smashed. And his girlfriend is in a tank filling up with water about to drown. And it's just so intense. And you as a person, me, myself, I am like, I'm feeling the tension. I'm scared for these characters, but why are they moving so slow? Why aren't they more frantic? And me, I'm thinking, oh, this is just, you know, a B horror movie situation. This is just, you know, questionable acting. This is typical for your everyday Hulu, barely checking it out horror film. So you're not thinking twice about these things. But I was feeling like, well, damn, like I'm laughing at the guy. He's like, oh my God, it's stretching me. It's hurting so bad. Hurry up, hurry up. Oh my God, she's about to drown. We have to get her out. Oh my God, this is really shocking her. It's hurting her. And all the time we're moving at a pace that just feels so unearned. I'm like, hurry up. They about to die. You know what? This acting is trash. The main actor, which is really handed me my whole tits at the end. Because I was like, you know what? The actors, all the background actors are just not doing it for me. His friends, his girlfriend, just really not doing it for me with how they're acting in these situations where they should be frightened and it should be intensified. And they're just, you know, very casual. But the main character, the vlogger, Cole, he is doing good. Whoever he is, need to put him in more stuff. They're friends, they can go. I wonder why. We get into the initial kidnapping and the story turns into something else, and we get more into our hostel situation. And you as an audience, you're not sure what to think because it's the same guy, you know, they had tension with in the beginning. And, you know, it's a Russian and the bags are being placed over the head. It's like, oh, this is really intense. But you see the rich guy's girlfriend get shot, but you don't actually see him. And I'm like, he's in on it. He's not there. He's in on it. Where is he? He's setting this up. They're going to get kidnapped. Oh my goodness. Yelling at the screen. Then we commit to get into the actual torture part of the film, and things are set up to make you really, really feel for the lead character, Cole. And it is just like, oh my goodness. Now, at this point, this is when I have, you know, my discrepancies that I do have with the film as of how did you guys know, you know, what he was going to do next? Everything that happened had to happen for us to get to the ending that we actually had. But Cole had to act on his own accord to do things such as, you know, crawl into the vent and make all the fucking noise in the world. Even though, hit those cuffs to try to escape and break out, and, have enough passion enough, to come back for his friends. Because, he finally escapes, and the driver's, no, I need you to go. I'm like, was this a test, girl? Were you trying to test your man? Were you trying to test your friend to go, what if he actually, would have drove off? Then what? But you are feeling for him so much because he's just so helpless and so distraught. And he's, we've seen, one friend, her throat is slit and she's, stuck. I love how when they're being kidnapped and the Russian goes, I'm going to do the girl first. And I'm like, he's like, no, leave her alone. Like, you really thought they was going to do your white girlfriend first? We all knew he was going for baby girl. They don't kill the stop. But, we see her throat slit, and we actually see, friends, limbs get, taken off and cut and slits and slashes. Everything is set up to make this guy think his friends are brutally murdered and he's being left helpless, and he's, crunching for time to find his girlfriend and his best friend just to save them. Like, let me save something. And you see him, he's taking everything so personally. This is my fault, all sentimental. And, as soon as we come in, we running back in. I'm like, sir, what are you going to do? You're going back into these. I love all the brute Russian, all the Russian being spoken in the background. It's like, oh, all the dub Russian. I'm like, what? Shut up. But even, things as far as, the blood on the masked Russian man, the scar on the Russian's eye, the torture style. And you're just looking like, that blood is really real, really real fake. Why is the blood so ready? Like it just looked wrong. Everything looked off. But me, myself, was chalking it up to, cheap horror film. Why wouldn't it look off? Blood splatters look off. Cuts and look off. The yelling from the characters, all the intense yelling, get her out, the girl's about to drown. Oh my God, can we just leave? I've just, had my eye gouged out and my throat is about to get slit, and it's, I just didn't feel the passion and the screaming. And I'm like, why are the screams and everything so off? I can't figure it out, but I know I don't want to watch this movie again because the acting is horrible and his friends' characters could do more. I'm not really feeling for them as far as them really being in danger or being in pain. But when the film, gets to the climax and we finally, try to salvage something, because we've seen two friends die. We are, distressed. He's worn out. He's scarred. He's been hit. He's been, everything to make him feel like his life is in danger, as well as his girlfriend and his best friend. And that's all he has left. I was so mad when he went to rescue the friend and he's, I can't see, and oh my goodness, and hit something and makes all that noise when they're trying to hide. I was like, you mother, if you don't that made me so mad. I was yelling. I hate when they do that in movies. Like, be quiet. You ever hear or see people trying to hide in horror movies and they do the whole, they're going to find you. Why are you panting so hard? Shh. But that made me so mad. And then when they get cornered at the elevator shaft and it's up and it's open space and he pushes his friend out the way and has, and goes down. I'm like, not with the save my white friend black savior complex. Y'all really put it all on the nose in this horror movie, right? I was so mad when he pushed his friend out the way. I'm like, y'all could have attacked him together. Some of y'all could have tried to I was done at that part. I was done with the movie. Now, when he picked up the gun, I was like, that gun looks really, really fake. But like, so far, cheap props, cheap looking blood, cheap movie. That was not the case. But then we get to what we've been waiting on. Him becoming the hero that we know he can be and running in and saving his girlfriend. Now, before he actually goes to do that, it is confirmed that, the Russian guy was in on it. And you see, he's brutal also because you see him shoot a driver. And it's just like, oh, things just intensified. He's mad. Like, I'm not playing games with these people anymore. I'm not a murderer. I'm not a killer, but don't push me. I'm about to go rescue my girl. Goes in. Leave her alone. Oh. Sir, if you didn't come in to shoot, you should have just gotten that car and drove your butt off. I was done. Please just don't. Like, I'm just, Mind you, things are still, up until a certain point were streaming and then there wasn't. So we just feel like his life is just in jeopardy. Now, at this point, it's okay, and headbutts the guy and drops down for him to, have an angle to shoot him. Doesn't hurt him at all, isn't. And I'm like, a lot of these things aren't matching up, because he has to, know. How did he know you ducking down meant I'm going to shoot? Like, how did you know he was going to react this way for your situation to get this far, their plan? But, movie still was making me get my life. So let's leave that alone. But shoots the girl, broad daylight, in the head. Shoots the girlfriend in the head, and it is just like all hope is lost. He barricades himself in a closet, and you're just waiting like, oh, this is one of those horror movies where nobody makes it out. Like, oh, salvage ones. Okay. When are they going to get in there and get him? He sees another opening yet again to get out, and he rolls out and sees the rich Russian man. And at this point, so much has been taken from him, his girlfriend, his best friends, his everything, his hopes. Like, he feels, that he's at blame. This is my fault. So as soon as he rolls out, he is in attack mode, and we do hear the man. I heard it, and I was like, oh, wait, no, it's the print. Pop, pistol whip, pistol whipped. And he's just going and bashing, and he's, guys can get back. He's done. He's distraught at this person, and you're relating to him. You feel for him because you've seen all these things happen right along with him. All for it to come out that this entire situation was a prank. A prank, y'all. It was a prank. It was a prank. It was a prank. I was like, what the hell? What took y'all, first of all, what took y'all so long to come back out? What, if y'all would have came out like 3 seconds earlier, this man would have had, really been beaten up bad. But, and the lights come on, and it's, happy 10 years. You're always getting us. Talk about today's culture, the YouTube, the pranks, the outlandish things that people are doing to go viral and jeopardize. Like, I see some things on, the internet, people trying to, I'm like, that's not a prank. These things are hurtful. People pretending, to be dead. People, all kind of stuff, pretending they're hurt. And it just gets to go, how far are you willing to actually go to one up someone? Like, oh, he's always getting us. We got him and stuff. You said you wanted to be shocked. I ain't say I want this. Now I'm a murderer. Now I'm going to jail. But not only do this group of people see it, all these people who are behind this production, is being broadcasted. It's streaming. All of his fans are seeing. He has like 12 million followers. It's like, and he's just distraught. It was almost like the ending of The Mist, when he's killed everybody in the car, and he's killed the son, and he gets out, and the cavalry shown up. Like, if I would have waited it was just like, what? And they're all, oh, he killed him. What did y'all think he was gonna do? Hug him? Just cut off your mate, bitch. Bop, bop, bop. You mother. Bop, bop. The movie switched totally for me, and it became something different in the last 5 minutes, and that was incredible to me for a horror movie. Something new and something different. Like, it changed from, oh, this wasn't some cheesy, cheaply made horror movie. These things were this way because this entire time it was a prank. Genius. But we spend, the credits learning, them setting it up and talking and having insiders and and this is what we're going to do, and we're not going to tell them, keep it a secret. It was great. That little last 3 minutes of this movie saved this entire movie for me, because up until this point I was like, run of the mill, cheap. No. As you guys can see, I really, really, really enjoyed this film. Would I recommend that you watch it? I totally would. If you have, hopefully you have, because you made it this far. Drop down and tell me the look on your face when you found out this was a prank. It was a prank. a prank, and how you sunk in your soul when you realized this man was going to jail for life for being a murderer just because his friends wanted to prank him. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. I see you guys next time. Bye.